Hey, what is going on, guys? It is your bro David, and we are here playing a Minecraft survival game. It is going to be episode one of this world that I'm going to be playing, obviously. I will be setting up like missions that we will be doing per episode. So for this episode, it is going to be being able to find a nice area to build a home, which is the first step. The second step is to make a nice house, obviously. Third step is to get iron armor and iron tools. And the fourth step in this episode is to make a farm. The farm will consist a wheat farm, it'll consist a cow farm, a sheep farm, and I think that's all that I'm gonna be doing. I'd be wondering why I'm talking like this while the gameplay is me excuse me. While the gameplay is me doing things that is kind of not like organized or in the same like momentum, it is because I am voiceovering. Um, Apologies for that. This is technically my first episode ever recording, and I didn't really know how to, act when I'm doing, the gameplay. So, again, for advance, I am not like technically talking while playing at the same time. I am voice act overing like what I am doing in the video. So I just wanted to make that clear and to let you guys know that, sorry for advance, but for episode two, it will not be like that. I then begin to start mining up this stone that is literally right next to me and what I spawned in. So I thought it was a good idea to, mine the stone for tools, stone tools. And, it's just a easier way. Instead of using wooden tools, I thought, I'd take advantage of this, mine the cobblestone so that I can make tools, obviously. I found some coal so I don't have to waste my wood making charcoal. So like right about now, I start to realize that it is getting dark after, mining all the wood and the cobblestone and, flying out the area. I'm like, I might as well just make a little hut just for tonight. And so, I won't die over and over again, which obviously, I do die in the future, but just to let you guys know. But, I just started making my own little hut to, for just for safety reasons. And then after that, I was thinking of, once this hut's built, I'm gonna start a strip mine right now, right then and here, so I could get iron faster and iron tools faster. So yeah, anyways, I'll just cut to when I'm stripping for iron, okay? So starting right now, I the iron level was at 23. So I stopped at 23 and then I just started stripping for iron. And I'm not gonna lie, it took a pretty long time, but we eventually was able to collect enough iron to only make half, I'm guessing. It was the legs and then the boots. And then we were able to make a pickaxe, iron pickaxe, and I think an iron axe, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but remember I'm not technically playing and talking at the same time, so I'm not really 100% sure, but yeah, I then started making some charcoal, which is a really good idea because I could use that to, obviously cook food with it, make some more torches, or I could, just do like, normal stuff like, what you do with coal. So that was pretty good, preparing for the future. You know what is absolutely crazy though? I did realize that there are campfires in Minecraft. So like, and it's way easier for them to cook, if I'm not mistaken, and they actually pop out right when they're done, like cooking, and you just walk by and pick them up, and it's like, maybe I should have made that instead, you know? When I look back at the recording, like when I'm mining and stuff, like it's crazy because when I was like mining right here, I was watching Popular MMOs, like new video. So, it's just crazy of what I did. As like I'm playing a video game. I remember when I was a little kid. I'm 18 years old right now, but I remember when I was a little kid, I used to watch, Vanoss Gaming. I used to watch my Markiplier. I used to watch Corey X Kenshin. I used to watch Jacksepticeye. I used to watch Sky Does Minecraft. I used to watch Sunday, Craner, Tia. Remember Maddie, Sunday's wife. I remember watching who else? And obviously, when I say Vanoss, I mean like the Vanoss crew as well, like H2O Delirious, Wildcat, Nogla, Terrorizer. I know everyone. When I was watching Vanoss Gaming, which, like, the Vanoss crew, I used to always love like their G mods, like, their death runs or their just stuff. How their hide and seeks, their funny moments. It was just amazing. And then Markiplier playing Five Nights at Freddy's, same thing with Corey Kenshin, Jacksepticeye. It was amazing too, and I love the experience or being able to experience that as a young kid. It is truly amazing and an honor. But let me know what you guys think. Like what's your guys' favorite YouTubers growing up back then? And there's way more YouTubers that like I could be talking about that like literally like been with me since childhood. Anyways, once I was done, with in the mine, I just decided to go look for land. Wanted to make my own house and just get ready for the tasks that I had to do that I made in the beginning of the episode. So at this point, I later on, like, found good land and I just decided, I wanted to start base right here. I then start flattening out the land so that it'll be easier for me to make a house. So it'll also be easier for me to, just make, myself like the land more because it's flat and it's pretty. Well, you guys already know like what items I am gonna be using to build a house. I am using stone bricks. I am using spruce wood and spruce log, and some of the spruce wood is stripped log. Sorry, stripped spruce log. And the only difficult part about making this house was like obviously zombies kept spawning everywhere underneath my base. So what I did was I instead of like covering the whole thing up, which will take like forever, I just put torches under the base, as you could see right here. And then once I start filling this in, the stairs, I started to realize it's like, I'm not gonna use all the stone bricks that I have just for that, to fill up this huge hole. So I just I just did the outskirts of the house, and that was basically it. So there's a big hole under my house. So, just I mean, I guess that's a good note. I mean, but the only good thing is that zombies and mobs don't spawn under there. But it's still kind of weird. But I mean, it'll do. Is this a W house? Bro, is this a W house? Okay, bro, I literally just saw what you did, bro. Never mind. So luckily in this clip, I was actually talking in this while I was playing the game. So, you know, that's pretty cool. So for now on, you are gonna be hearing game and talking audio, um, which will be interesting because I'm pretty sure I say a lot of things. And yeah, but that's all I had to say. If you are watching the video and you like it, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. And yeah, let's get back into the episode. Anyways, I think it'll be really good for it to be up here so I could, you know, just make a nice little road up this little hill. Watch. A little hill going and connecting to my house, which will be amazing. It'll be like just a really nice, you know, land for your animals. I'm trying to make sense, but yeah, it makes sense. Trust me. Trust the process, alright, guys? Anyways, I'm not gonna lie, like, before I was like flattening out this hill, I did go to sleep. And this is the morning, so I am doing this in the morning. But it's okay, the grind continues, obviously. This is episode 1, bro. I gotta make a good impression. Especially for the people that are watching me, you know? Up this hill, it'll be like, you know, it'll be like a statement. Like, something that, you know, everyone could, you know, view. Again, I'm trying to make sense. It's making sense. Trust the process. I'm going to sleep. The moon is literally in my face, so beautiful. I wake up, the sun is right there. A seedy place. That's it? What? Thought I had more. Well, now that we gotta wait for that to grow, I'm just gonna make a nice platform for the animals up here. Fuck 'em up. Fuck 'em up. Did everyone get a lot of candy? Alright, so right now I'm kind of concerned. I was, lighting up the clear, you know, land, but all I'm doing is just listening to music and like I'm not even like talking. I'm just recording and I don't know why. I don't know why I was doing that. I then start trying to look for sheep first, which was my first objection. And to be 100% frank with you guys, it was honestly so easy to just collect sheep. And I couldn't believe that there was more black sheep than white sheep. It was just like I thought white sheep occurred more, and apparently I'm wrong. So as we start, making our way up to the hill, it was going very smoothly, but then I realized that I ended up with 5 black sheep and 1 white sheep. So I kind of feel bad for the white sheep. I was also able to make a cow farm, like a not a farm, but a cow, like the cow's own section, just like how I made for the sheep. But yet again, same thing for the cows. It was really easy to catch all of them. Of course, there was some obstacles where skeletons literally like almost killed me, but we were able to, make it home safe and not die. I literally forgot how like much cows and sheep I was able to pull, but like, dude, like my area is goated. Like it has every single like I don't know. It's populated with cows and sheep, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful that I was able to, bring so much home. So I was able to bring the cows back into their place and the sheeps into their place as well. So it's looking really good. Right now it's very like nakedish. Like it's not covered in like a building. Like how like a normal farm is like in real life, like how it's a farm and then inside a farm it's like, animals. I will do that in the future. Not right now, obviously. I'm not really fully equipped yet. But once I start like, upgrading the place, being able to, maybe eventually get diamonds and enchantments, I'll be able to build like way more products, like maybe a sugarcane farm, maybe I could find a mob spawner underground. If I'm lucky enough, I could find a village and make village post, but like, a really good advanced one. It could either be underground or above the surface. You guys let me know, whichever one you guys want, and I will for sure, build it. And please let me know like any inventions that I could create throughout my world, throughout every episode. Just give me like what do you think I should build, and I will for sure build it, and I will shout you guys out, whoever told me to make the invention, and I will make the invention as best as I could and as amazing, and just point blank, period. Just give me notifications of what you guys want to see in this world. Yeah, yeah, back to what I was gonna say. Yeah, the animals will get their own farm. So yeah, their own barn. This beautiful road or pathway. Look how beautiful this is. And then with these poles, we can maybe like upgrade it. Like we could put like lanterns on the sides and then a lantern on top. On every single one. I think I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change all the stands to have a brick like a brick stand like this, like a stone wall. Wow. Okay, I think we're gonna do that. Boom and boom. Damn, yo, this actually looks clean. I'm really impressed. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this. So we could just go up the farm. I'm gonna clear this area out real quick. And then obviously over here we have that little farm. It's not going to be like that 100%. This is why we need iron. So if we have iron, we could have buckets, and I can make it like right there, you know. But that's just gonna be there for temporary, like, you know, short times. And then this over here, you know, just all we need really is just a cow and a sheep farm. Sheep for, like, you know, if we go netherite hunting, we could you make beds and blow them up, and then cows, you know, just for food. Yeah, anyway, so I think for now on, for now on, we're just gonna make a little mine shaft. We're not gonna, you know, do too much. We're not gonna expand it for right now. We're not gonna make it large because we're just beginners for right now. You know, obviously, once we get everything situated, we will be able to, you know, upgrade everything. Oh, I need wood. Oh shoot, all the wood's gone. Okay, hold on, be right back. Quick intermission. Look at us, look at us. Iron tools, iron drip, a house. Oh, I got a farm, or I got a nice road, a nice pathway, some lanterns or whatever they're called, a farm, another farm, a little mine shaft. Yo, I think everything is set, guys. But guys, I think this is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed the progress, you know, from starting in a spruce biome where it was snowy over there, you know, in the background, so, you know, finding a nice area and making a home. I was able to build my own house, which is right there. You know, I'm very impressed with myself. I was able to get some saplings and place my favorite wood on this land. I was able to make a mine shaft. It's not big, but it did the job so that I could be able to have full iron armor, tools, and I could even make some more tools because I have a backup. I have backup iron. I was able to make a cow and a sheep farm. Flying out this hill, looks pretty nice. I also was able to make another farm right here, and I was able to make a nice pathway, which is, you know, really amazing, and I'm proud of myself. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get notified for daily uploads. Well, not daily, you know, but like weekly uploads. And leave a comment down in the comment section, and, you know, we'll love to be able to communicate with you guys through the comments, and it will be amazing, you know, community that we will be able to build. But anyways, hope you guys have an amazing day, and as always, stay safe. Goodbye.